think when you first came here, Andy, one thing that you and I talked about was that, in my opinion, AgriLife, Extension Service, is going to have to step outside the box and step away from some of the things they've been doing for years and years, because there's such a small percentage of the people in Texas that's involved in production agriculture anymore that they need to be touching more people. And the way they do that is to try to find some programs that will be beneficial to young people, young adults, older people, and some things they hadn't thought of in the past. And this oil and gas conference is one of them. The beef cattle conference is something. They've been involved in the ag industry and beef cattle, but there's not very many people that I know of that put on a conference like you have. And the same way with the oil and gas conference, it's something that touches a lot of people that the Extension Service never has had an impact on in the past. And there's so many other things that they can and will probably do. If they don't, they just probably won't survive.
Oil and gas is extremely complex, and as a young individual, it can be very, very overwhelming to be able to just try to learn it, to learn the lingo and the industry and things like that. And so it's important, handing things down from generation to generation, that I can be able to learn from the generation above me. They can teach me so that I can continue to hand that down to my kids. And so it's extremely important. Like you said, there's over 5,000, mineral owners in Hemphill County, and a lot of them are very young individuals that don't know anything about it, and it is very overwhelming, but you've got to take a leap of faith and step in and start learning and keep up with all of it. It's a valuable resource to be able to go to this conference, because you've got geologists, you've got attorneys, you've got landowners, you've got mineral owners, you've got everybody from all facets of the industry.
Last year, the attendance was unbelievable. The programs that they provide, the speakers that they bring in, give mineral owners, business owners, and elected officials information and some projections that we can use to prepare, for our budgets and prepare as a community.
My hope would be that having an oil and gas conference is one, to highlight the history of all the people that have come before us that have benefited from oil and gas, and it is a web and flow. As everybody knows, oil and gas grows and busts, and we're kind of in the bust right now. But it helps us protect that history for future generations, so that they can turn back and look and see what their ancestors were doing during these times of prosperity and times of decline.
Well, one of the things we've always been focused on is the mineral owners and the landowners and royalty owners, and some production too, because it all goes hand in hand, as you know. If we can do something to educate all those groups and get them to working together, I think in the end it'll be better for all of us. And that's kind of was our goal when we started this program. And so we talk about that, and we try to find speakers and individuals that can bring to the table something that will be beneficial to all those groups and make us do a better job, not just on each side of that issue, but all together.
We are very excited to cater the conference coming up in October, and oil and gas is just such a large part of our business here at Alexander. We would cater frac jobs, spud meetings, rig parties. Really increased our business substantially when the oil was up high and things were very active around here.
I hope every single one of you will be able to make it to the Oil and Gas Conference here in Canadian on October 8th. That's a Tuesday. And while you're here, come by and see me at the River Valley Pioneer Museum. We're located at 118 North 2nd Street. And if there's something you didn't learn at the Oil and Gas Conference, come here and I'm sure you'll be able to find the information.